All right, y'all. Well, here we are. Here is episode 2. If you listen to the last episode, this is technically 3, but really 2. Okay, enough with my own jokes. I'll go ahead and stop that soon. But okay, so we had the intro, episode 1, and now episode 2. All right, so welcome to episode 2, y'all. My name is Tracy. I'm very excited and happy to be here. And I have been thinking a lot about privacy lately. So when it comes to online dating, there are, of course, safety concerns, right? And there's privacy concerns. And I'm going to elaborate a little bit more on an upcoming episode about how I do some screening and how I keep myself safe, because online dating is just hilarious, for one, and I love it so much. But there are some dangers and some red flags and some things that I see out there that I think are worth mentioning and discussing. Anyway, okay, but so for this episode, though, let's go ahead and get started, right? Again, one more time. Okay, so my name is Tracy, and in this episode, I want to talk about privacy, and I want to talk specifically about passcode and password privacy. So passcode privacy, of course, is referring to your phone, right? Because you need your passcode to get into your phone. And then the password and like social media and platforms and all that is slightly different. So I feel like if you are married or if you're in a long-term committed exclusive relationship with someone, I don't think it's a big deal to share your passcode or your email or, obviously Netflix is different, but like your passwords to like your laptop, desktop, whatever. So I think that's kind of like a little bit of like an earned trust thing. I don't think that's necessarily something that I'm going to be like, okay, dude, this is like the third date. You're talking the passwords to all my shit. I don't mean that. I just think it's interesting. So I think if you're like a couple, right, then that's different. But I don't like how when I'm dating somebody and they just like stare at my phone, they see my phone, my phone go off, my notifications go off, and they feel like it's okay to look. Like that just, I don't know. I don't like that. It just really bothers me. Recently, I was on a date and the guy did that. And I was just kind of like, what the fuck? It's like my phone. Anyway, but on the other side of the spectrum, as far as finding somebody who was like really like protective of my privacy and just like a nice all around guy, was definitely one of my favorite first dates. He is a chef. I refer to him as number 17 because, of course, he was the 17th first date I went on. And we had so much fun. He was a really cute guy, best smile ever. Of course, every meal he made was like fucking amazing. The first time we met, it was like in a thunderstorm. It was like a fucking Lifetime movie. Like I was driving with Ike, to hang out with him. And it's like for real, like we got in the car, we're like all excited. I had crappy wine because, I was like trying to be impressive and I like fell for like the bullshit that the liquor store guy told me. Anyway, so of course he's a chef, right? So I was trying to be all fancy and classy and like everything that I'm really not. But it was really cute. And we had a couple video calls and chats and I was like really looking forward to it. And, we were planning, he has like a lake house. And so we met at the lake house and we were planning to go up and like, of course he was going to make a meal. We were going to hang out, chit chat. Ike was going to be there. We were going to build a fire by the lake and just, like see what happened, just like hang out. Anyway, so I was like really looking forward to it. As I said, I went to the liquor store. There's this awesome guy in the liquor store that I go to, by the way. I love him. But anyway, so I'm not really like a wine person, but I was like, I don't know what he's making. So the liquor store guy, not being an idiot, fucking good salesman, was like, well, you know what? You should get one red and one white because that way, you're covered either way. And then like, if not, you have another bottle for the, next meal. I'm like, awesome, done, right? Which is why he's so awesome to me when I walk in because, I'm so easy to upsell. Anyway, so Ike and I are like literally driving in the rain with the wine that who knows if it's good or not. We show up. The lake house was a little underplayed, so I was a little intimidated. Really fucking nice lake house. It was raining though. I couldn't figure out which door to go in. I'm clumsy, totally fucking normal, whatever. Anyway, so I walk in. I'm like a little bit wet, like my Uggs. I know I'm in Uggs. Or like all fucking muddy and shit. And like I got the whole entryway like all messy. Of course, Ike, has like muddy footprints, whatever. Anyway, so we get there. Chef's really nice, really cute smile. Place, smells good because he's got some like garlic cream based sauce going. It was awesome. Anyway, so, I get like my wet, my wet Uggs off, take care of Ike's feet. We kind of hang out, get going. So I love music, right? And I always have music on 24/7. So my first instinct as I'm getting like mud off, like, his whole floor and everything from me and Ike, I'm like, hey, so do you mind if we put on some music? And he's like, no, Tracy, I have it queued up. Just go ahead and turn on the volume. Fucking awesome, right? So like, no shit, it's raining, right? He's cute. There's like a garlic cream sauce in the air. And no shit, when I hit volume, it's like a Frank Sinatra radio, station. So it was like awesome. And my first thought was like, holy shit. I'm living in like a legit Lifetime movie. But anyway, it was so cute though. Anyway, he's a really nice guy. Music was good. Food was good. He is like a very detailed, privacy protected oriented guy, right? Which is why I thought of him for this episode. But one of the things that he did early on when I got there, obviously, once I turned on like, the music and the Frank Sinatra, stations going and it's awesome. I was like, hey, so you want something to drink? I have the red or the wine. And he's like, oh, yeah. Let's save that. But for now, go ahead and open the fridge because I remembered you said you like lambics and I got a couple. I didn't know what flavor you like. So help yourself. So I'm like, wow, I really like detail guy, right? Because that's what I call guys who like listen to details, detail guy, right? So went ahead, opened the fridge, and there's like, no shit, 3 different flavors of lambic. So for those of you who don't know this, in the part of New York that I live in, it's really pretty fucking hard to find lambic. And if you do find it, you're lucky to find 1 flavor, much less, 3 fucking flavors, which he found, like all in a row, all chilled. So it's really awesome. Really nice guy. He made, I forgot what he called it, but it was a seafood pasta. He made like a little mini steak for Ike. Ike, of course, loved him, of course, right? It was like thunderstorm raining. So we were supposed to build a fire and just like hang out, listen to music, chit chat or whatever after dinner, share a cigar or whatever. Because of the rain, we ended up not doing that. So we decided to stay in. I mean, we shared a cigar, but we decided to stay. We had like the doors open, but we decided to watch a couple of movies. And it's terrible choice though. We ended up deciding to watch Jeepers Creepers because we were just like chit-chatting that like neither one of us had seen it for a while. He's younger than me, so it made me laugh. I'm just like, you're probably not even bored, but whatever. So we ended up watching Jeepers Creepers and this like lake house that smells amazing, right? Because of the seafood, pasta, a couple cigars that, we had, shared and enjoyed. And then of course, my wet dog, right? So, so we're watching these movies. It's really awesome. Ike loves him. Like Ike falls asleep on his leg. I pretty much fall asleep on the other leg. It was a great night. And unfortunately, because of his schedule, he's like a fucking professional chef. So he has to work like every weekend. I'm off every weekend. So it kind of didn't work out for us. But the reason I think of him, aside from like all the good food and the Lifetime movie shit and all that, is because a couple of times throughout that night, my phone kept going off, and it was a work night. It was like a school night for me. So, my boss had a couple questions, a couple of like applicants had questions, which is normal, right? Like, but of course he didn't know my work phone from my, my regular phone. Not that it really matters. But anyway, the whole point for me of why I thought of him was because I thought it was so fucking awesome of him to like notice that the flashes were happening, not fucking stare at my phone like a nosy pants, but like to just be like, Tracy, I don't want to bother you. I don't want to stop this great movie. But there's a lot of flashes on your phone. I don't know if it's an emergency. I don't know what it is, but I just want you to know that like something's happening with your phone. So I thought that was so kind, so respectful. And it just got me thinking about privacy, like specifically what you do on your first few dates. Like if your phone goes off, do you just look? Like, do you look by accident? Do you look because you're nosy? Should you look? Like, I kind of feel like you shouldn't. I feel like you should, let people have their privacy. Anyway, so all that being said, amazing meal with the chef, right? We shared a couple of other meals after. He cooked them all. He grows his own vegetables, like great guy. But didn't work out, unfortunately. But, I really loved the way he handled privacy, specifically with my phone, because I think, your phone is like an extension of you at this point. All right. In 2021, like your whole life is in your phone. So I definitely think it's definitely something worth mentioning and thinking about when you go on your first few dates, or just with your, significant other. Like, you don't have to be all busybody in their fucking phone. It's like, let them have privacy, in my opinion. Anyway, so as I said before, we had some good meals that night. It was like a Lifetime movie with the rain and everything. We shared a couple cigars, and that got me thinking about the company that I was introduced to on another first date. That's number 43. I'll definitely, boy, do I have a lot to share with him or about him. Anyway, but number 43 introduced me to this company, and I actually liked the company a lot. I like their mission. I like their packaging. I love their humidors. And I went ahead and ordered some stuff on my own just recently, so I'm eagerly awaiting it. But I figured, since I want to start to do unboxing, I figured I might as well start with a couple of companies that I've already, been introduced to the products to, right? Okay, so Warfighter Tobacco Company is a veteran-owned company. It's a National Guard guy. For those of you who know me, I'm always like giving the National Guard shit, right? But anyway, I think he's deployed a few times, so that kind of makes him a little bit cooler, right? Anyway, so he's a National Guard guy. Like, on a serious note, he's a veteran. He opened his own company. He is like a patch guy. I love patches too. So anyway, so he has a bunch of wonderful humidors that I really like. One of them's like a multi-cam looking pouch, the kind where you like zipper up and then you put patches on it. There's also like these really cute like little series of Pelican cases, humidors that they do. So of course they look like a Pelican case, different colors, different sizes. Fucking amazing packaging. Like, their packaging just has like me blown out of the water. I love it. So when you get a chance, definitely take a look at their website. So it's Warfighter Tobacco Company. Look for their Instagram page. It's pretty cute. I'm a huge fan of like Camacho and Cohiba. And I feel like if you like them, you're probably going to like Warfighter Tobacco Company. I think cigars are a little bit of like an acquired taste, kind of like wine, or which I don't know, because my wine, I found out later, was shitty. But I was going to say bourbon, but anyway, craft beer, So I feel like your experience is going to be unique to you, whether you like their cigars or not. Their packaging is fucking awesome, though. Their price points are really good. So I feel like they'd be good gifts. And I also love that their mission, of course, you can like read their own mission, like for yourself, like on their website. But one of the things I liked about it the most when I read about them a little bit was they are very open to your thoughts and comments. So they literally have a section on there that basically says, like, literally, we're open to whatever you have suggestion wise, we're a new company. We're open to like, being, we're open to change and adaptation. And it's like what good war fighters do. And totally love that. And one of their taglines on there, which I really, really like, is is literally "Stay dangerous." So I totally love it. It's like my life motto, right? Anyway, so that being said, definitely when you have time, give your significant other some space with privacy, right? I don't know, just try to like appreciate your significant other with passcodes and passwords and all that. I mean, like, my ex and I shared everything, but we were married, so I think that's totally different. And, give Warfighter Tobacco Company a try. And in the meantime, if you have any questions or concerns for me about what you're thinking of the podcast so far, what you like about it, what you don't like about it, how funny you think I am, what have you, because, we all know I'm fucking funny, definitely start to leave some comments and feedback. I'm working on my website. I will get that complete as soon as I can. But in the meantime, definitely find me wherever you can on a directory or a platform. And that's it, y'all. I hope you enjoy what you're hearing so far. And I look forward to talking to you soon. And in the meantime, bye.